cocoa board. And no credit that some of the cocoa board for sick. Obiano so no papa yet brother and you're buying a monster. And your woman now do sika at the contractor no. When I do sika the corner of your papa yet road. Ubia now highways for the cocoa.
Chema also koye yi o forest be mu. Chairman Emre, some catch them Ghana for. If the NPP had won, wouldn't be a Ghpage. Huh? Because nobody at a point in time, not Ghana will be able to win Kasa from the judiciary to the Flagstaff House to even government institutions. If you do sometime, I'm going to check a crack. The Abusa question say, hey, mistake I am here, and this year now Abusa will say NPP, what's their plan? I'm a plan to say John Mahama echo opposition in 2017. What did John Mahama do? John Mahama and the NDC, they sat back and allowed their work to work for them, their work to speak for them. In NDC call opposition now. Yani Ghana for any NDC MPP tonight first years 2017, 2018, 2019. You were still not seeing anything from the NPP. Ekufo had told us to say, "Was showing Uncle Pombo into the cathedral." Time Ekufo had taken over from John Mahama on Baumia. Now there were so many senior high school blocks. They ignored it and told us to say, "Abu person could see us sorry Daima Munya Uncle." So we were like, "Okay, these people are intelligent. Let's see what they can do." One district, one factory. We did not see them build one factory from scratch. Later along the way, I'm going to say, "Oh, their idea was to support existing factories." Ever seen there? You were existing factories. One district, one constituency, one dam. Near than what Ghana, 3 years we had not said anything. The guys had not shown us one dam. Say we have built one dam. We didn't see even one. Every constituency was going to get $1 million from 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. We were still watching them. They could not point to election 2020 campaign. They could not point to one company, one factory they had built. They could not point to one regional hospital they have built. They could not point to one road that they have constructed. They could not point to one dam that they have constructed. They were able to point to a cathedral that they never promised us. And that cathedral, was it a cathedral we could see? It was a hole. We were still like these people. They came back and told us their excuse was that COVID-19, Russia-Ukraine war. So we were like, okay, we all know the suppression we're going through. You could not show us anything. So when are they actually for the past 4 years, 2017, 2020? So Ghanaians were a little bit, confused. 2020 elections, they killed about 8 people to take the elections from the people. Yanka Bibia. We thought to say, at least they will learn sense and be like, the things we could not do in the first 4 years, fast. For another 4 years, these people could not point to one e-block they have built. They could not point to one dam they had constructed. They could not point to one district that they had built from scratch. One constituency, 1 million, nobody got that money. They could not point to one single road that they came to construct. These people could not point to one regional hospital. One regional hospital. So after 2017-18, Ghanaians started watching the NDC and saying, okay, let's go back to JM. Let's go back to the NDC. Now let's look at their track record. Did they actually do something? So it was what they had done. The NDC, that is what did the magic. Ghanaians started becoming wise. Now they started using technology. They started asking questions. And now young man be at your phone. Now I question baby. Monshare school that way. NDC in the sea. Monshare NDC. So then the NPP as a political party and their mentality had not changed, but they forgot that the people were changing. Thank you. They forgot to say their you see, the NPP, they themselves, they've not changed. Now, because they have not changed, they don't expect Ghanaians to change in the way we think and the way we do things. So they have always underestimated the thinking of a Ghanaian, the level of intelligence that Ghana needs to into what they do. And they say they always see themselves say because they have not changed, They are still using a 4-4-2 formation. Yeah, MPP for a tribe. Yeah, Time JJ Rollins, Time Kwame Nkrumah. So Ghanaians will still not change. But what they failed to understand, and they said, technology had come in. Ghanaians wanted answers. Ghanaians were asking questions. So Ghanaians fell back and be like, let's watch John Mahama. Then see if we can consider him. But how are we going to consider John Mahama? Then that is when your past records come in. So now they started seeing the job at John Mahama and NDC. They started seeing the construction they did, the way they were sustaining the dollar. Time I don't move free power, now dollar was 3.8. How are almost free power? Now Tumi SC factories. Commander Sugar Factory now is going to be revived again. How John Mahama and the NDC, they had built UGMC, they had built Bank of Ghana Hospital, they had built so many regional hospitals. So now Ghanaians started to see the universities they are seeing the E-blocks they built. So Ghanaians started asking themselves, no, there's a difference between these two political parties. And then John Mahama be attractive. And obviously, people like us and good people like myself who saw the light and started speaking truth and using facts, Ghanaians became more enlightened and they started considering and be like, no, we made a mistake in 2016. Now the question I want to ask the MPP is simple. What are they telling us? Are they going to show us what they did? And what at all did they do when they were in power? When they were in power for 8 years, we asked them, so I'm pointing to one thing on my year, they have ever seen there. They have not been able to do it. Now the NPP strategy is saying, their strategy now is that the NDC should make mistakes so that they can capitalize on that mistake and tell Ghanaians, say, we should not vote for NDC because they have made mistakes. The NDC obviously will make mistakes, but the NDC will serve the people. We have never had a perfect government on this planet. What we have never had on this planet is a perfect government. But there's one thing that we know. We want governments to serve. You listen to them carefully. They are just thinking, say, within 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, Nipa 1.8 million now MPP because of their abysmal performance. Those 1.8 million people will all change their mind because NDC have mistakes. Now NDC mistake na o complete schools NDC mistakes na se OC factories NDC mistakes na dollar na bedru 4. NDC mistakes na ejuma ohwa. Who cares about the mistakes the NDC makes? What the people will care about is NDC ejuma ben no ye. It is when the MPP meets and they are talking, you listen to them carefully. They don't have any message. They don't have any plan. They don't even want to tell you they have committed, you people, they have committed crimes. They don't want to accept to say, Omaya Bobone. But what they are doing now is our campaigning and say, NDC any mistake. So when you listen to Afenyo Makin, not only NPP for the command, this is the message of the NPP. Omo message and say NDC made mistakes. Omo mistakes are near winning power.
They will have a leadership issue. Mama has only one thing. So you have to bring a new leader. That is where you also see that every year after 2028, the Apache will come to them. If you look at it, even important. So almost say the Ashanti region, we recorded only 67% tenor. They even have 65% in voter. They will have a leadership issue. Mama has only one thing. So you will have to bring a new leader. That is why you will also see that every year no problem. Apathy 2028, the apathy will come to them to their side. If you look at the tenor, even in water, someone say in the Ashanti region, we recorded only 67% tenor. They even have 65% tenor.
So this is the idea. Apathy, they don't have anything here. This is the leader of the minority, Kasongo, Kakaureri. Afenyo Makin, the message or the man MP before. Oh, now say Omo be new flag bearer. John Mahama we are new flag bearer. John Mahama Chiromo. Oh, now when say Omo water region cry na apathy ho nipa namba Ashanti internet na Ghana for ye Jimmy Ntie beto ama MPP. This has been their message, and this is their message. So this kind of political party, then a church say, our idea be all the baby buamino, and I say obe create juma, and I say obe fight corruption, and these people are not ready for power. They think it's some way Jimmy. They still think, say, Ghana 4 have not changed. They still think, say, yeah, Jimmy, they still don't see the reality. Into when you get a minority leader, Kasongo, 99, Kakawere MP, content creator, Avenue Marking. No, I got a party for so. Oh, don't worry at all. A party, and also they are going to. Mahama has only 4 years. Now Ghana 4 in 2028. When we all decide, say, Mahama on to us for Ejuma, then obey. In 2028, so Ghana 4 yina ya tu a street so. Ni aka say Epe Mahama, oh Avenue Marking, who are you? Opama Mahama exceeded what we want him to do. We would rather want a second term of Mahama than fools like you. So instead of a political party sitting down to analyze, tell the people the truth, they are counting on apathy and the party in power changing their presidential candidates. That is the party for you. Do they have a reason? The reason is that omuni a message emanipano. The party is built on lies. The party is built on tribalism. The party is built on foolishness. Right now, the MPP as a political party, they have not changed, but they are still not ready to understand and say Ghanaians have changed. How many Ghana for now who say Ghana? So many people now. How many people voted on different issues? So many people now. So it is not about you wishing the NDC to fail. It's about the people. What they see is the government doing what the people want. If the government is doing what they want and the government is making mistakes, the people wouldn't care. And then him say Kufuado Oetia and to Ahaban. Because not Ghana there, your man pebe matintin gram and warfare by the president. Yeah, the Kufuado compare roles as sanke because the Kufuado a housemaid. But Ghana worker say, oh, yeah, share Kufuado what tintin so ni we are on them. Anybody will me Jimmy or ye. Yan for Tumi mom. But Yadima Monia will say, and yet tintin the Dinyansaba and not yet you will say, Munimunyansa. They don't have the brains to govern. Now, how dear? Yanko enim yejum pizza for obiai okay. Yes, Mr. Ekunfi and the Canada Japan ya de bi. Almost MPP for the GB. What else can I do? And then the CEO court. Accra High Court grants 10 million Ghana cedis bill with 2 sureties to Professor Emil Ekunfi in ongoing 2 million SkyTrain trial. Must surrender passport and report weekly to police. You see, and the Accra High Court, at the year Sika put you 10 million up to Professor Ekunfi. Nina Alpha, Deche, SkyTrainer, MPP for Yaka Somoko Faba, Ebesine. Sanka MPP winning Yanka, some way Kabaton Wasem. If MPP had won, would you have heard about this? No. Anka Professor Amia Kumfibeka Chiremoma say, Omo Papa and Bob Brown Yankwasiafo. But because NPP winning, Professor Amia Kumfi and Odi Court Akuniaba and Yadi Sikatu Nitiriso, Yadin the passport to them, Yasina Wachibia Ombra, no fan home the police. Sir Professor Kumfi or Chain Ataya, no Chinese or not in Efie and Mutsu. Professor Amia Kumfi. Say Ochain Ataya. The other China and say Atayu a prison, Atayu only passport. Yaje Atayu prison, Menoka say Atayi a yadia Sikadana so. Professor from Popa teacher Atayi na or China say Otifie, not Atayu prison. There's no difference between this man and Atayi. Now, there one I say women and say Papa will last you go so oh Yenjano. Now on first Kebia. As some of Makacha Ghana for say political issues are very tricky. Now, Yamama Nijan say, a year or my Ghana, we all have come to that pointer. Yabeja to say, I was sending Pebia Chomaso. I was set on mine, your sacre ni, or set on mine, your Danny ni. Now, at the end of the day, Ghana for a wood ye will be that. And none Ghana for majority, no, we have hope in the new John Mahama. We want John Mahama to show us something that we have not seen before in our politics. Because you see, the John Mahama first and the John Mahama second is different. People now have hope in the new John Mahama because it is looking like in some of Kanyabia and what he is doing to reset this nation, it is becoming a reality. Sometimes it looks slow, but it is important because you don't also want to say, because you want to reset the nation, you want to step on the fundamental right of people in the nation. No. What we need John Mahama to do is what John Mahama is doing. We want John Mahama to take our politics to the point whereby the year will be a Ghana politics or say BC. Now you this standard in our politics. When you see all these things, they will tell you, say, the government is witch hunting. The government is abusing the power. The government is using or working within the constitution. That is why nobody has been able to come out to state one law, one clause in the constitution that the president and this government have abused. Because say nobody's right has been abused. Say Attorney General Efie case the law permits the Attorney General to do that. Nobody in Ghana today can say Papa way obi the fan who so. That is why the Attorney General and this government has given him the right to get a lawyer. Say ya mananje amfa lawyer na say ya kan kasa boahye ne yem. Ya man the opportunity to also hire a lawyer to also come and defend him. Now Papa way be the miyema anko say jail no wu jail or a cromfo. Now and the Canada Japan DB 10 million Ghana cedis near the to ekumfitiri so no. Canada Japan and over what I say. Nitina I say abion and everything. Oguta paper. Yes, see there. Canada Japan steps in as surety for Professor Amir Akumfi in the SkyTrain case. Yes, see Akumfi Tama court can say Obi Embra no medin jinemu 10 million. Onfe Japadie Mesia wawa. Na Professor Amir Akumfi kromfo no en 19 ko fie nkoda. Na on time bra court no. Canada Japan say ono na ye Batman. Canada Japan or play game be with MPP for Makacha mo say we Ghana for 10 MPP for omwombiano say omye 8 emu 7 Jimmy we Ghana for 10 say MPP for 8 the woman emu 7 omo Jimmy. He's playing them when we so much Jimmy right now no he wants to play the hero. Now me pesa buta Canada Japan Wankasa, who case bar, obenya sureties because you are spending all your sureties now. Don't spend your money. Don't spend your investment because the sureties now we're spending in there. Wankasa would yaba, we sureties in now, no more with Japan to go see when you are sure say you will get that money to do that. Now, Canada Japan play game B, and that was the same game Ekufuado play here in 2012, 13, 14, 15. In fact, all the way back in 2008. What they do is that they have read the MPP base. You see, hey, Kennedy, and Professor Kumfi, party penny power. Kennedy na ade ninkrata nisika enyina akosi awawa. Inti Kennedy de onipa say MPP o man say mpreku, o man say nkoko. Anything na poka chom say omo de gele and omo pe any t-shirt. He is playing their minds because so he wants to play that messiah role. Time apart in the opposition no me na meje papers ebeye surety me na me bedi engine mu ma ekumfi into Wontumi. When we say party ni mudodo na adwene wo form when we say Jimmy he's playing a game with them on himself. MPP supporter there who in here padlock there who here ni gele. And suddenly Canada Japan is the hero in the MPP. Oh, now but I was identifying Canada Japan anko endi chema Wontumi echi anko chia chema Wontumi e ka ye de to no so no wan fa de Japade ankosi awawa Efie say chema Wontumi e oba omi akam Efie say chema Wontumi kro no obo no eno abi na Kennedy abo edi Canada Japan ehun say then he would rather go the other way and buy the sympathy from the weak-minded MPP supporters because listen MPP for Oma ese enkoko the more eburu awoto no and the more we hear sound no kokwa no more so enti sade we oye o play omo and them it say am robber bi say obi akowiade and ode the car cross no omo create scenes we nyina amamo because he needs something to fill the media. He needs something to make the MPP based thing to say oh your hero suddenly Canada Japan adani hero MPP mu adan ya kochi obi nti oso odle Japade akosi awawa Canada Japan beso your hero catch on bani nyina so from American passport in my US government no mo bra Ghana na mo bedi Ghana passport no mo tina Ghana ne enchechere Ghana John Mahama ne babia ni wakotina abrochire we make sure say the man there 90% omo nyina te Ghana and on no mo te Ghana ebu Ghana so person che say odo Ghana we hero a o ma 21 no catch on nyina say omo passport omo from American government no mo nyina metra Ghana no mo ne wo start nchechire Ghana no ne ehu se mo do Ghana wase afo mo use ejibi. These are the cheap politicians are MPP egrumi na ye then at this point Kennedy Japan to be a presidential candidate Bawumia to be a presidential candidate MPP ne go to the point they say Kennedy ni Bawumia and air contested to run the NPP Kennedy mekoti yesi Kennedy ma economic speech mekoti so Bawumia so ma economic speech na Kennedy ni Bawumia omo mi enu wan anim nanse wan anim ade because Ubusa Kennedy say they don't know sika also so when economics on the buga no dey sika Ubusa Bawumia so also right now he's somebody because of economics it omo mi enu wan anim nansa Kennedy ni Bawumia who is smart because Kennedy baga so already wan go school is street smart Bawumia baga so on the school na bedru ha anything am na be vice president it omo mi enu wan anim nansa who is omo mi enu come see anima who is smart none of them they are playing on the MPP. Majority of the people of the MPP chino omo ye daft omo kenkan omo ko school dodo no street they would love to walk on the street than to get a little bit of knowledge yakase wan ko school enye school kwa na manyansa o e wo se wu nyansa majority of MPP for omo nim nyansa na mekase nyansa ne se wakotwa woto ana wakogya wo nan na sebio wo de krata pepa wo to a wanfa nche wonum a wo ye de wo to twene ye ene ne nyansa no and that kind of common sense mu ni bi school there say a book ya kokenkan additional knowledge ne de kan ya adwene ho until you being in the classroom does not make you intelligent because enke nyansa and a school na ba nipa hu nyansa anka ba omi abedi Ghana so ka dollar na nke nduru 18 until so automatically who say sa nyansa na bi ni wo now MPP majority of them no that thing called sense to sit back, put their political affiliation aside, put their tribe aside, put their hatred for people aside, and to ask serious questions. No, that fundamental thing no omnibi. And it's not idea Dima MPP ni pa so bakari se tena se. Bi de aduane isi wonchan bi de nsuo kan ho. Opachi MPP 45 tena dem. Mo aduane. So air conditions so. Lock na ka je se o kwaba, o momo wana wa, o mo ndwene. Oba o mo nka de o ma dwene nkire o mo tumi kan kire. Me say MPP 45 for good them so condition so TV so na fa aduane si o mo nche na ka jam say me mam 1 hour the work I want you people to do is to think just think me ba explain to me what you have been thinking about they cannot tell you because you see our journey is so weaker and through that level to break that level to make journey they can't think. Why should the party at this point be looking up to Kennedy Japan Bawumia? Why should the MPP now say a party of intellectuals? Today, Bawumia cannot defend his own thesis. Bawumia led FX committee, led economic management team. Bawumia was vice president for 8 years, opposition leader for 8 years. Bawumia has been in politics for 16 years in leadership. Mahmoud Bawumia has led the MPP for 16 years. Kennedy Japan or the MPP for billions. Why should today? Now the question here is, see the Tumi man kofo ya hwana mo no mbe adwuma. Omo kokra nipa Efie Somalia na say we mu a dada ya yenkofo ya chema Wontumi Samia Wukumo sa nkofo ya na say omo de nipa foforo bi firi baby na eba. Now shade yes it tweet ono se kokot in there. Mrs. Do you have that tweet for me? Mrs. Yeah, I have it, Mrs. Chema Wontumi, my sister CID boss or you crazy lady. But what for mom. But apart from what no, I bet you media me I know what I'm talking about. The new CID boss no, on what is a can you can you work or send you or no petition Kennedy Afreno? Can you work that for Kennedy Japan? Omukodi kwa sebo Kumasia, omukobu opimnia na oye judge Kennedy Japan ko ha na Kennedy Aboa investigations na ende. Kennedy Aboa ni Tiward dankwa, oma ese sue me, unim sue me. Tiward dankwa, upe police ni wa bon wo Ghana pa Tiward dankwa. Wa bon chen bia, bro fukro tuminka. Tiward dankwa a typical Ghana ni otomo. O tise obi otomo, otemo, on 29. Hey, Fatima, you 4 bags. That is how she looks. You look at her, there's nothing about her just about me we can crack. Or to what bem, and saying, Wakowo Ozempic, and I can't tin in a pantine. And on an Ghana. Tiwado Dankwa. Obetina a CID officer in Kwasia Sam one year Jumebia. The same way I can Aboa Sobaye, can Aboa the Crampo, can Aboa to press conference. Or you guys watch our Roberts on Can Aboa. Can Aboa, Mamma Can Aboa, why a day an opportunity to work twice here. Or no, before we beg you man upon because Andra the womb now at 12 for Osu. Our joint TV or no, I J a day, I J Casapreku 2, Heba Freak 2. Now I J Krama Pimpim, I also for Bakusum. We also about time now. And so now I krama kaka, Dominic Krasum. On one do office on if you fret they how are you? Or continue to the right petition. I said you became a right petition. I can Aboa. No must I didn't decram put here. Crack or do officer. Oh yes sir. Today we want to present us a right petition. Only the the right petition. Because Kennedy didn't bank crying. I don't know Kumasi. One number petition a Sasson Trust Union Manasa, Kenya Boa. O Jinawa, I say Koliku. Ain't the answer on do office no. On what twice ye. We didn't care Rabba, I got to have a freak too. Now the end of Penny say, last, no the lemon cacrasum, I, or J have a freak too. No, I take a sapreku too. Now I take Krama Pempem too. Now I take Obata now too. Now or the Ayadia Madingo cacrasum, and son of a lime cacracam. No, no, say, oh, we are, no, yes, yeah, Obia petition. Right petition. Oh, right petition. Now, no, to me a press conference, can you boy? Or a press conference, now, or the Eturo was watching and Roberts, oh, not Eturo, or the Cobu office, no, I bet you not want today. No, I have press conference, no, or we are not going to journalists say, the guns are there, go and check it. Eturo, to everybody go. And I get your well down. Can they want to be a press conference? CID boss, oh. Now, watch it out, Roberts, oh. Also, I did 13, 18 ammunition, the gun, and their weapons. And we are not packing to one the office, one a good form. No bullet to go. No about a press conference. Yes, so we have catch police, we are doing collaboration police and patrol force, and the armed robbers have been apprehended, and we are processing them. The petition to come. Obviously, say, so where are their weapons? So go inside, it is in there. Now, two bomb that didn't go there was it. Armed robbers don't go here. Yeah, give you 20 and a 20 concord. Now, there be a Mr. National Busa. Inti Kapa once sa and Kakwawe can the machines the who Juma. If they had won election 2024, how dare you call Chairman Wontumi Mr. Umbra Police CID office to answer questions? Me Busa o Sanka NPP we need 2024. Please come to the police headquarters and answer questions. And the way I charge Chairman Wontumi no. These charges were there from 2017, 2019, but nobody had the balls to call Chairman Wontumi to come to the police headquarters to come and write a statement. For 8 years. And anytime I catch up, say, it is sometimes no busan say, hey, it's in MPP we need ya. It's in MPP we need ya. Na Jumadia na Chairman Wontumi di essence say, eh, it's in Kobe betuma fresh Chairman Wontumi. And the police cautioned Chairman Wontumi on 3 counts related to illegal mining, scheduled to report to CID on Tuesday, May 27 at 3 p.m. for further investigations. And the Chairman Wontumi called police me to throw no. Yes, sir, chance one sambra no metwaso. And can people we need ya? Who in the Ghana Police Service under Dampare can call a yet guy with so Umbra Police Service, police headquarters? Who born dog? Muntie, this man all kind of appear free a interrogation room. Yes, I have it. I have it. Yes.
What's the reason?
Madam Assi, na Madam Udias police invited
One time. Chairman Wontumi statement or try and also a good tape so. I want to ask the CID boss, answer me bono. Chairman Wontumi ko na okocho the statement no. Oka gu fun so me record ya na say otroye and so be say hu. Inti me pese police ID no ochina omo release statement. Chairman Wontumi aba abetro statement yate. O record no fun so no de ba ya na say mo bon no tape so no okasa na later na mo betro na say otroye. Because be say me hu. Me hu say kokuo bi na say oye Ashanti Regional Communication Director Dideji akware dim say box no. Me pese me bu say Chairman Wontumi and the boga emre and the batakarina cry say I can't show this. Hey, who the unim the emra betuma yo. Anytime I catch uncle Fobi. Emra so mua. Chairman Wontumi cry show ago. Now I was to UK. I will the paper. Chairman Wontumi show ago. Now police for afro a question about blackmail. Hey, Chairman Wontumi o onu kura titi de ni man ne show ago. Now Mummy go tie eye de yin. Eye 23 ni.
Yo, Madam Ase, na Madam Obia's track, police for inviting I want to say, China, illegal mining. Now, said the Yaga Lancer, and see the Lancer Snow, and the show, the Tosubio, the Mosaka said, Yuma, I walk, and also the catch up said, and Yemia, go for ye, Yuma, I walk forest in the air. I show more evidence, move it to me at the action. May apply lances for also forestry commission, land commission, and mines commission. We have said over the Honam forestry commission also among the year for student. We have responsible or more share a call order. This will be a Juma or near there. And Emma Bill, too short, and Cecilia, Yamato, how much are and you're not afraid that some of the cocoa board for sick. Obia, no, so walk up again, root, and you're buying a monster. And your woman now do sick up at the contractor. What now do sick up at corner of your papa yet, root. Ubia, now highways for the cocoa.
Chema, also quiet ye or forest baby. Chairman Emre, some catch up Ghana for. Embrana and so on the chairman in the same match say a South Central Kunkunti, Chairman Emre, on the chairman near Signac Tum. Chairman who said the economy more than Chairman who said Abby, with the Enya Santism and a with the NMP from Bro. Chairman who had devil honor. In some of the chairman, I'm a chairman in New Action. Chairman who's a forest, or you show or Griguno, forest. Chairman Twitter was a forest, I don't know enough of. Intendano, wow, tie a Chairman Twitter, who studied the body language because Chairman Twitter, on any pebia or ya is a so TV is no cassa, Oshana, Uhunas or Cassa TV swag, eh?
Kind of John. Now, show my meaning. Mama say, or Mamma Scassa, Munyan demonstration system. So, or sit almost market a pa, but beyond this for Biamo tattoo. Chairman, me say, so would the Basabasa Biaba, but beyond this for Bias, Yatako movie. Two wrongs, that's
the Chairman, me catch as a chairman, Emre. No, be any such a to make us any pa. Also, be no pota cramine. But say, hey, Jay, and Brano, who room na social moi. Honorable say, and a police about no offense to win attempt. Hello, how are you? Yes, we have some questions to ask you, Chairman. And I heard Godfrey trying to pick some argument with Thaddeus. Sorry. Now Thaddeus, sorry. Now Godfrey Thaddeus, sorry. The school or the work on the crampon extra law. Godfrey like you Godfrey and your politics now time. I have always told you, say, you are supposed to represent people with disability. They need people like you, your voices. Godfrey what's your law? Chrononti, and then go for the idiomachi. Oh, you are going to go pick a fight with Thaddeus. Now, Thaddeus started your law. He even taught you law. You Godfrey and your politics and the chrononti. I would say, you are a media lawyer. You are the kind of lawyers who go out shopping for judges. Don't we know you people? There is a kind of lawyers. Godfrey Dame. Now, Ben, I'll be a lawyer. They be a catcher Godfrey Dame. Only in Ghana, me say today, what you need to be doing is to stop politics, dedicate yourself to help people with disability. Speak for them. Be their voice. Be the voice of the voiceless. People with disability, they need people like you. Their brothers like you. Speak for them. You have a voice. You have learned the law. Use that law to protect them. That law now, don't waste it. Because the MPP, they have already used you. You are one of the most disrespected, denigrated, filthy blackface lawyers in Ghana. Didn't you see the nonsense you did in Ghana? In any serious country, you should be in jail. Nana Dankwa Kufuor used you like a dog. You were deliberately going after people to please the Kufuor. You are the worst attorney general. Gloria Kufuor attorney general. What the one kromoti share na sid na sid din concern na opele di nechi opele and I catch Kufuor say yenyi na be hye ho. Wo be hye ho na nkwasiade political cases. Onkwa under you na a day every day be a free case or court. Jachi question opuni and ebedu atoforsin so kwasiampanyi odwise law no ensesa. I will advise you. Sorry, Mono, they have reached their limit. Thaddeus, reach limit. When you talk about Ghana, the finest lawyers, some of the finest lawyers, you cannot bypass. Sorry. But when in Ghana today, we mentioned 3 criminal lawyers. Omni credibility. Your name will not mess out. I will advise you Godfrey Dame, to take my advice by representing people with disability. Look at them, speak for them. You are one of them. And I love them. I will always speak for people with disability. We were in this country and a whole government took away toll booths. We thought we were going to bring a digitalized toll booth. People with disability are not the whole Ghana. They lost their job. You were the attorney general. You could not fight for them. Your job is to speak for the people who don't have the voice, and to say people with disability, because you are in that category. We are doing our best, but it is always good when people like you who are in that category speak for those people. It makes us want to help more. With all due respect, maintain obia or disability. I have to respect them and speak for them, but it is always right. And intina oba bruchre na omo enkramai omo pe enkramai omo donate ni adesha enkramai no omo ye enkramai advert omo kofem kusie omo de enkramai na omo ho mobo no ye advert, because they want you to see kramai no ni situation owom na se be wodo ho ahye sa situation na wama kramai ni sika inti oba America TV so ad was dogs who have been rescued, they need to be helped. They don't use elephants for that ad. They don't use rats. They use dogs who look deplorable, who look sick. And then a bit more related to that advertisement and contribute to that foundation. Into somebody like you, Godfrey Dame. So also with law now, law go and help people with disability and stop the foolishness. You have left people with disability there and you are following foolish politicians. You are going to fight Thaddeus. Now Thaddeus, we are law now wing. Politics. Now we got. Now yes, you know. 559. A woman a table to some point. Nana, Manis Nana, we dem refer to the man who man point in Nana. na I beg a kenamibu. Na me say time no etemu se mampon hina bomu, but nana we die fache me. Now, this is a story every single Ghanaian should pay very close attention. MP before started BB. Now the almost started to say, Yampe Baumia, Yampe de Japan, Yape Bodam ni criminal to say Brandy Champo. The Tikabe FB before my Jimmy Bruta. In Ghana today, why name say Brandy Champo is one of the most daring, corrupt criminals in Ghana? Who doesn't know? And your Crown media have gone to take Brandy Champo from the US military. Brandy Champo, the record now position of Ghana, no, it was an illegal one. At least I can speak to that fact. It to me, I have never respected Brandy Champo as a legitimate human being or your Crown 4. Because when you look at his CV and during his interview, when he was questioned about his time in the US as a US military personnel, the kind of answers he gave, it does not correlate to the documents. Brandy Champo, no a gas boy, no boot patrol, or your reserve. Or because Ghana for say, or US intelligence, now our CIA, now no our US military more. He was in the special forces, forces. I go back and also. Brandy Champo, no a gawo or US military reserve. You're from every 3 weeks. No a refresher course, no boot patrol, or a gawo. Now you see, the MPP I keep telling you, it's a party where there are a lot of weak-minded people in there. Now you see, Brandy Champo ready to redeem MPP into the Brandy Champo a fuel attendant to be our president. Brandy Champo is a fuel attendant. On your momina shell, no oil, any petrol stations or Ghana and a job to difference in him. Now, who in their right sense will even suggest Brandy Champo to Ghanaians and say, Yama Brandy Champo be president? Brandy Champo led thugs. He led criminals. He led murderers. He gave them weapons.